Welcome into another Topper Training Camp update. I am Todd Allum of WLU TV 14. We're going to talk to Coach Wiley again, this time about the defense and special teams halfway through training camp.
You know, and Reddy, we had to play him last year because of injuries, and he's gotten a lot better. He's a lot healthier. You know, he's coming off the knee injury from his senior year in high school. A lot of times those take 2 years to heal. So he's been able to step up and be one of those guys. Cody Ryan, health-wise, if we can keep him healthy, he'll be one of the best ones. Stephen Bundy came here last spring. He's probably one of the hardest workers we've had out there, and Trevor Hoosier coming off the injury. And then we moved William McKenzie Baker down there. We moved some linebackers down there to defensive end as a speed factor, and they're all making an impact. So, you know, where in the spring, because of injury, we went to a 3-man front, we can get back to our 4-man front and have plenty of depth because you got the new guy, Brandon Nichols, a junior college transfer, Giovanni Alfine. Borsellino has done good things as a true freshman. We need to get Hot healthy. Heasley's been playing well and playing multiple positions. Up until Gamble spraining his knee, he was doing so. We got a lot of options up there and we're normally playing 8 to 12 guys on our defensive front. You know, coming out of spring, I was thinking, well, we might play 6 or 7 this year. Well, we're probably back up to 8 or 12 at this time. It could be one of 8 guys. You know, really nobody has separated themselves in that position, in my opinion. You know, they're all bringing things to the table, but the biggest thing about it is they're all playing hard. So it might be a rotation that, okay, you got this series, or it might be a situational thing. All right, we're thinking they're going to run Clay McDonald might be in. Okay, they're throwing the ball, or they're running RPOs. We better get Zaire in, or, you know, they've got a power game. We might put Anderson in, and then, you know, you got Christmas and Hughes, and, you know, all those kids are doing a lot of good things. And I know I'll miss somebody's name, but there's so many of them that are doing good things up there that we really don't know at this point in time what's going to happen. Well, we have a lot of guys that have played safety and started, and, you know, whether it's the up safety or the back safeties. You know, Ty Holmes tore his Achilles, he's out for the year. Brandon Gaither, who had last spring we experimented with playing him at the free and Ty at the strong. It worked out. Brandon is making a lot more plays from the free than he did at the strong. And you got Nate Solomon, who's been, you know, perennial backup here. He's getting a lot of reps because Logan Deary's been down. Cody Hudson is an unbelievably smart player and makes plays back there. Jalen Phillips, true freshman. So then we've been playing at corner. You know, Ojo started 6 games last year for us. McCullough is playing the other corner right now. He was a wide receiver for us, but behind them, you know, Larry Fontalese can play any one of the 5 positions. And when you have somebody like that, he's probably more valuable than probably anybody on the defensive side just because of his versatility to move to other positions. So he's being looked at as a corner. Then you got Foote that's transferred in from Fayetteville State that was primarily a safety. He's doing a lot of things at corner because, you know, there we have to establish some depth at corner. And then we look at the 2 true freshmen that are battling out there, Tevin Fordham and Jair Pritchett, and then the transfer Coles. So that, you know, we have a lot of different options, you know, but we do have a lot of kids with game time experience. You know, Brandon Morrison did start for us at corner his freshman year. He did start some games at strong safety his sophomore year, and then he had the knee injury and sat out last year. Well, he can probably play any one of 3 positions. So the versatility back there is good. It'll play its way out. You know, we really don't know who's going to start where we're doing. We got a first group that has McCullough and Ojo and the strong between Fontalese and Morrison, and then the free being Gaither, and then the other side being Solomon or Deary, and then Cody Hudson. Like I said, they're all pushing each other. Well, you know, they understand now it's a rep. It's getting in the game, and the biggest way to catch my attention is to make plays on special teams, because it's harder to make plays on special teams than it is on offense or defense. And if you show the propensity to make plays on the special team level, they know I'm going to say, hey, look at him and get him. He's making plays. And so and they understand it's a way to get on the bus, and they're battling for positions too, because, you know, obviously we're a little bit more athletic than we've been in the past, meaning we can run a little bit better, we can flip our hips, we've got bigger kids that can move. So with that being said, they're all competing, and the biggest, competition is probably at the kicker spot. Now I need one of the backup long snappers to come and be a little bit more consistent. I'd like to give Yaki some rest sometime, but at this point in time, it looks like he's handling all the centering duties as far as offense and on the special teams. But I can go to sleep at night knowing Yaki's, or something happened to him, and then I got to, I'm sitting there, okay, who's ready, who's ready, who's ready. So fortunately, we got about 4 or 5 kids that can long snap, but we need it to be as consistent as Yaki. Like, I can turn my head and know that it wasn't a bad snap. He doesn't have them. Stay healthy. That's the biggest thing, is stay healthy, but we got to be able to practice and do things. That's the fine line between coaching. How much do you open it up? And anytime you scrimmage or you do things, you're at risk for injury. And then the other side, mentally, if you do things, well, you don't know how physical enough. And really, with the new rules and everything, the ones that punish the most is the defensive side, because a lot of times they're practicing tackling in non-realistic situations, meaning, tackling the dummy that you can pull is not the same as a person. The best thing is we have a mature bunch. They understand that we got to play fast, but we can't, beat up everybody every day, because it's not realistic. I'm not worried about this group. This is a physical group.
Thank you for watching. Tune into hilltoppersports.com for more of Topper Training Camp updates, courtesy of WLU TV 14.